Hi everyone, welcome you all to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to discuss one of the function like ID function. Okay, so you would have seen the two of the videos that I had made in on print function and on type function, right? So ID function, as we saw, like this is how we are going to declare a variable. A is equals to 10, and if you wanted to print it on the console, you can use a print statement, right? And if I wanted to know the data type of it, then use type function, right? So this is what we saw in the last class. So here I wanted to say you something which is not really that important, if at all, if you wanted to know how does this work out, okay, like in terms of variable, not in your physical workout I'm talking about. It's about like how the internal working of a variable it is, how is it gonna be stored in the memory location. So this variable a, whatever you see there, that is an pointer to the memory location. So that is a name to the memory location, that is a name given to the memory location. Say that is a data value there 10, right? That data is being held under the memory name called as a. Okay, so for example, we ourselves human have name, right? Raju, Anil, whatever it is. So we ourselves as a human have our own addresses as well, correct? So our own addresses, that is maybe an home address, Ramu can have his home address, or Ramu can have the phone numbers, the addresses that we talk about are very unique, they're not duplicate, right? Like address could be duplicate, but the particular door number is not duplicate for a particular area, right? So similarly, a is a name given to the variable, so that points where to the memory. So here to the heap memory basically. So here the value 10, that is been stored inside the variable a. So meantime, this variable also has an memory address. So in order to know the address of the memory location, use an ID function. So this is going to print you or it is going to give you the address of the a. See here, this is the address we have. Okay, so similarly, if I wanted to say like b, say print of b, I wanted to know the ID of the memory location of b. It would be different memory location, not the same memory location. Okay, see here, now it has been pointing to another location. Say what if I try to assign a different value altogether. Now a has got 10 right there, correct? Now the value of a is 10 there. Suppose I wanted to have like hello a variable. Okay, let us say we are doing an hello to an a variable, just for reference, let us, okay, no offense, just for for understanding, so that we don't forget things. Okay, so now let's see what happens. Is it that it points to the same memory address like whatever we had in before, or it would be different? It would be different. Okay, like what we have, in a locality you can have many Ramu, right? Or many, this, or in your classroom itself, in your school, colleges, or in colleagues, or whatever it is, you would see the same name, but they have a different home address or a different telephone number. How do you identify? There would be some surname attached with their name or whatever, I'm sorry, not attached to their name, there will be some kind of surname, or initials or whatever. Some people even keep their village names followed by their name. So all these things are the unique features that we not a unique feature, kind of, this is how the the ambiguity has been reduced, right, whenever we come across the name. So here the variable a is holding 10. Okay, so now what happens is that if I try to print a, so can anybody say me what happens if I try to print a? Here what is happening is 10. A initially is holding the value 10. right? And the data type of it is integer, and the memory location is this 9756512. And we had b variable. B variable is in string. We are not touched that variable. And next we had a variable, right? And that had got a different memory location altogether, because the data type of that was in string, and that holded a different value altogether from that of an value here, right? So here what happens is, if I try to print a, what is the value that I'm going to get? Will I be getting 10, or will I be getting hello a variable? I'll be getting hello a variable, because the value of a is being overridden with hello a variable, right? Let us see that, right? Okay. So this is particularly like whenever you wanted to know the memory location of an variable, you can use an id function, but not really very much like needed. This is just for an information kind of. So I just wanted to make a video on that. So this is what I don't wanted to elaborate much, do so on into the id, because id is only going to give you an memory location of a particular variable, right? id is always a unique, as the name itself is suggesting, it is very unique. It is not like it does not hold any kind of an the same memory location. It would be always in different memory location you will be having it. Okay, so that's it for today. So practice well, so you do not forget any of the things. This is like an basic function. It's not like a basic also, it is just for an information. This function is only for the information that there is a function called as an id also that exists in Python, in order to know the memory location of a variable. So that's it for today. If you like the video, do like, share and subscribe to my channel, and kindly help out your friends too. Thank you all. Take care. See you all in the next video.